Ah, mga kababayan, si Dante Maravillas, gusto na naman na ETRO nagkampo ni Sara yung impeachment laban sa kanya. Sabi ko sa inyo, yung grupo ni Torion, ni Vic Rodriguez, mga kababayan, nag-file na naman po ng petition sa Supreme Court. Ayan o. In a 186-page petition, Torion and lawyers Victor Rodriguez, Martin Delgra, the third, Jimmy Bondok, Raul Lambino, Luna Acosta, Manlitok, and for others, filed a petition for certiorari and prohibition with the prayer for the issuance of a TRO or writ of preliminary injunction against the House and its Committee on Justice chaired by Batangas Representative Gerby Luistro. Sabi dito, the 9 and other appellants filed the petition as citizens and taxpayers as they are not part of Duterte's legal team in the impeachment proceedings. The petitioners argued that the justice panel committed grave abuse of discretion amounting to lack or excess of jurisdiction when it declared the third and fourth impeachment complaints against Duterte as sufficient in form, substance, and grounds. Sabi ni Torion, it allowed the third and fourth impeachment complaints to survive despite the defects in form and substance, and then attempted to cure those defects through a subpoena-driven evidentiary process. What the committee could not sustain through lawful threshold review, it sought to preserve through procedural overreach anya. Sabi ni Torion, the House panel erred in trying to cure defects in the complaints through a fishing expedition. Sabi pa ni Torion, the complaints anya merely relied on conclusions and suspicions rather than a direct recital of judicial justifiable facts linking the Vice President to specific offenses. It cannot rest on labels, suspicions, hearsay, unauthenticated materials, and investigatory speculation. Argumento, mga kababayan, ni Torion. So as usual, nagpasaklolo sila, mga kababayan, sa Supreme Court. Ito yung indication na guilty talaga ko. Guilty man talaga. Doon pa lang sa first article po, yung pagbabanta, talagang guilty si Sara. Yung mga statements niya, puro palusot at puro kasinungalingan. Pati doon sa issue ng confidential funds. But anyway, tingnan natin kung papaboran uli sila, mga kababayan ng Supreme Court. So gusto talagang tumakas sa accountability, mga kababayan, si Sara Duterte. Yun ang malinaw na. At nakikita natin dito sa pag-file tulad ng ating mga una nang sinabi ng petition sa Supreme Court, nangangahulugan lang ito na ayaw nilang engage yung Congress. Malakas talaga po yung mga ebidensya. Yung kaso laban kay Sara Duterte. Kaya doon na naman po sila sa pagteknikal tulad ng ginawa nila last year. Ngayon, nagpalabas na po ng official statement yung Justice Committee. Ito po, basahin ko sa inyo. Official statement of the House Committee on Justice chaired by Representative Gerby Luistro on the Supreme Court petition challenging the impeachment proceedings. So sabi po dito, we have taken note of reports that a petition has been filed before the Supreme Court seeking to question the ongoing impeachment proceedings in the House of Representatives. At this time, we have not yet received nor reviewed the actual petition. As with any legal pleading involving the institution, we will study it carefully once it formally served, and we will respond through the proper legal processes. We reaffirm our full respect for the Supreme Court as the final arbiter of constitutional and legal questions, and we will abide by any lawful order it may issue. Gano'n ang ugali ng Congress, mga kababayan. Nandun sila sa pagrespeto sa legal processes At the same time, the Constitution is equally clear, investing upon the House of Representatives the sole power to initiate impeachment cases. This is a responsibility we do not take lightly, and one we are duty-bound to carry out faithfully. The ongoing proceedings in the House of Committee on Justice are part of this constitutional process. They are designed to determine whether probable cause exists, not to determine guilt, and not to conduct a trial. That function belongs to the Senate. Paulit-ulit lang yung statement na to. And in fact, ito yung naginang opening statement ni Luistro doon mismo sa pag-start ng hearing. Di ba? We also emphasize that the process being undertaken is anchored on due process, consistent with the Constitution, the rules on impeachment, and relevant jurisprudence. The proceedings are open, orderly, and provide all parties the opportunity to be heard. The filing of a petition by itself does not suspend the constitutional functions of a co-equal branch. Kaya tuloy po ang hearing, ang proceedings ng Congress. Accordingly, under and until directed otherwise by the Supreme Court, the House will continue to perform its mandate. This is not a question of conflict between institutions. On the contrary, it is a demonstration of how our system of checks and balances operates. Each branch acting within its own constitutional sphere with mutual respect for one another. We assure the public that the House of Representatives remains focused on both accountability and governance. Our legislative work continues even as we fulfill our constitutional duties in the impeachment process. In all this, we remain guided by one principle, fidelity to the Constitution and service to the Filipino people, sabi po ni Luistro. Ngayon, si panel member, hindi ako, Bicol Saro Party List, Bicol Saro Party List member, Congressman Terry Ridon, nagpaabot na rin po ng kanyang statement. Ito po, basahin natin. The lawyers and allies of Vice President Sara Duterte have absolutely no legal personality to bring this case before the Supreme Court. Walang legal personality sila, sabi ni Terry Ridon. Their claim niya of taxpayer status as basis for standing is misplaced. Taxpayer suits are recognized only in cases involving the illegal disbursement of public funds. No such disbursement is involved in impeachment proceedings. This petition niya is a clear diversionary tactic designed to deflect from the impeachment proceedings now underway against the Vice President. Malinaw naman po na deflection ito and delaying tactics para ubusin na lang yung panahon ng Congress. Hindi na makaakyat sa Senado, mga kababayan, kung halimbawa mag-issue ng TRO yung Supreme Court. Kung mag-issue, pag nag-issue pa yung Supreme Court ng TRO, mapapaghalata na talaga kasi majority sa mga Supreme Court justices, mga appointees po ni Digong, mahalata yung Supreme Court. Sana wag magpahalata. Di ba? Kasi pag ganyan, unang-una mga kababayan, kaya nagsasagawa ng hearing na ganito, yung Committee on Justice, dahil tumatalima lang mga kababayan sa utos ng Supreme Court. Di ba yung decision sa petition na final ng kampo ni Sara Duterte last year. So sinusunod nila na bigyan ng due process dapat yung akusado, yung respondent si Sara. Ngayon na binibigyan ng due process, nag-file ali ng petition yung kampo ni Sara. Binibigyan na nga ng due process. Diba? Ang akusasyon nila, fishing expedition. Wala man po nga fishing expedition, sabi ni dito siguro pinaliwanag kung bakit walang fishing expedition. Sabi po ni Terry Ridon. So sabi dito ni Terry Ridon, the petition niya will not stop the resolve of the House Committee on Justice to exact accountability for the serious allegations against her, including the misuse of confidential funds, the issuance of death threats against the President and other public officials, and unexplained wealth and related violations. The subpoena of documents relevant to the grounds for impeachment is well within the authority of the House Committee on Justice and under the 1987 Constitution and the House Rules on Impeachment, both of which expressly allow the conduct of hearings in aid of impeachment proceedings, sabi po niya. Neither the Constitution nor the rules require that all evidence be attached to the impeachment complaint at the time of filing. The committee is fully empowered to undertake all necessary fact-finding measures to establish the truth. This includes the issuance of subpoenas covering the Vice President's statement of assets, liabilities, and net worth or SALNs, as well as tax, corporate, and banking records relating to the Duterte Carpio couple and their business interest. We will proceed with the impeachment hearings as scheduled, and we will continue to discharge our constitutional mandate until the conclusion of the proceedings. This is not a fishing expedition. O, ito na po. What we have is an impeachable official who continues to evade accountability. But the clock is ticking. The subpoenas will be complied with and the Vice President will be made accountable. Kasi sabi po ni Terry Ridon, ang fishing expedition na niya, ang ibig sabihin nito, yung mangingisda, kung fishing expedition, di ba? Naghahanap ng isda sa lugar kung saan wala pa siyang idea kung nasaan yung isda, kaya fishing expedition. Pero ito hindi ito fishing expedition kasi alam na namin kung nasaan yung isda. Tama. Alam namin kung nasaan yung isda. Di ba? May mga dokumento na identified. So it is not a fishing expedition. We just want to obtain the document as a supporting attachment based doon sa complaint sa articles of impeachment. Correct. Yan ang paliwanag mga kababayan ni Terry Ridon. Kaya malabo niya yung akusasyon nila na this is a fishing expedition. Hindi ito fishing expedition. Ngayon, ibigay ko sa inyo yung legal explainer na ginawa po nila. Why the petition versus the House impeachment process is legally weak, sabi po dito. Number one, sabi dito, what is the petition trying to do? A group of lawyers led by Attorney Torion is asking the Supreme Court to stop the House Committee on Justice hearings, block subpoenas, and evidence gathering. Yun ang gusto nilang gawin. Yun ang intensyon ng petition. I-block yung mga subpoenas at yung pagkuha ng mga ebidensya. Prevent further impeachment proceedings. The main argument, if an impeachment complaint is weak at the start, it cannot be strengthened through hearings or evidence. Number two, why is the argument is flawed? May diferensya. This claim misunderstands how impeachment works under the Constitution. Impeachment is not decided on paper alone. The House does not act like a court dismissing a case based only on the complaint. Instead, it performs a function similar to a preliminary investigation. It checks if allegations are serious. It gathers facts. It determines if there is probable cause to proceed. Ganon. That necessarily involves hearings. Kaya nagsasagawa ng hearing po. Yan ang gustong mangyari ng Supreme Court pagkatapos magpipetisyon kayo to stop. Yun ang konsekwensya ng unang petisyon ninyo. Pumirma na lang sana, di ba? Yung majority, yung 225, 245 nga na mga congressmen, wala nang hearing-hearing. After na ma-determine nila na sufficient in form and substance, inakyat na agad sa Senado. Pagkatapos nagpetisyon kayo sa Supreme Court to stop the trial sa Senado. O ngayon, ito yung consequences as decided by the Supreme Court, nagpetisyon na naman kayo. Saan nalulugar yung Congress? Tapos sasabihin ninyo sa mga interviews, hindi trabaho ng Congress yung mag-trial. Yung Senado ang may karapatan na mag-trial. Ibinigay na yon last year sa Senado ng Congress. Ini-stop ninyo yung trial. O di ba? Malinaw na evasion, mga kababayan. Talagang pinagtatakpan ninyo ang mga kabuktutan na ginawa ni Sara Duterte. Pag pumayag pa sa ganon, mga kababayan ng Supreme Court, talagang mahalata na ng mga mamamayang Pilipino. Punta tayo sa ICC na. Tulad ng kaibigo. Anyway, si Sara Duterte, mga kababayan, sabi niya mismo sa kanyang sariling admission na nasa lista siya ng ICC. So sabi dito, that necessarily involves hearing niya witnesses o penas. These are not fixing a complaint. They're testing if it has merit. Yon ang punto rito. Pangatlo, the Constitution gives the House this power. Under the Constitution, the House of Representatives has the exclusive power to initiate impeachment cases. Kasama dito yung pagre-review ng complaints, conducting hearings, evaluating evidence. Courts generally do not interfere in this process unless there is a clear and extreme abuse. Yan yung expectation natin at ng mga legal experts tulad mga kababayan ni Dean Santa Maria. Hindi na niya basta dito maglalabas ng maglalabas ng TRO. Kasi yun mismo ang ginagawa ng Congress, compliance ng kanilang naging desisyon sa unang petisyon. Di ba? Ang sabi, reklamo ni kampo ni Sara, hindi binigyan ng due process, inakyat agad sa Senado for trial. Di ba? O ngayon, binibigyan ng due process, may petition na naman. Binibigyan na nga ng due process. Di ba? Yung hearing. Pangapat, in the House Committee, is the House committing grave abuse? No. To stop Congress, the Supreme Court must find grave abuse of discretion. Meaning, arbitrary, capricious, or illegal action yung mga ginagawa. But what the House is doing is holding hearings, issuing subpoenas, allowing both sides to be heard. These are standard, lawful procedures, not abuse. Panlima, are subpoenas and hearings illegal at this stage? No. Quite the opposite. They are part of due process. The petition argues evidence should not be gathered if the complaint is weak But that creates a contradiction. You cannot test a complaint without gathering evidence. Correct, mga kababayan. Kailangan talaga mag-gather ng ebidensya. Tulad ng sa prosecution, mga kababayan, sa DOJ, ganon, ang ginagawa, mag-gather ka talaga ng ebidensya para ma-file yung asunto. Di ba? Without hearings, there is no way to fairly determine truth or falsity. Pang-anim, can the Supreme Court stop the impeachment process now? Highly unlikely po ang sagot. Bakit? Because impeachment is a constitutional function ng Congress. Hindi po siya function ng korte, ng court. If the court stops the process at this stage, it would take over Congress' role, disrupt the separation of powers. Historically, the court steps in only when there is a clear constitutional violation, not mere disagreement. Pampito, what about the claim of bias? Bias niya? Kaya ayaw na mag-participate yung kampo ni Sara Duterte. Wala ni isang pumunta ng invite. Si Sara mismo, pati yung mga abogado, nagpapresko na lang si POA, tapos si Atty. Sison. Imbis sagutin doon sa committee, pumunta sa presscon. The petition argues that House members are biased because they supported impeachment. This does not hold legally. Impeachment is inherently political. Ganon talaga yon. House prosecutor nga ang tawag. If this argument is accepted, no member of Congress could ever participate. That would make impeachment impossible. Bottom line, the petition is based on a misreading of the Constitution and established practice. Impeachment is a process of inquiry, not just paperwork, and hearings and subpoenas are essential, not illegal po. Dapat talaga yon ginagawa. And that is part of the legal function ng Kongreso. The House is acting within its constitutional authority. Ang naggumawa nito po yung Justice Panel, mga kababayan. Binabasa ko lang to. Bagay si Pinino. Sino naman yan si Mr. Marabit? Abogado ka ba? Legal explainer nga. Ano ba? Simply take away for the public. The House is not declaring guilt. It is simply doing its job. Finding out the truth before deciding whether a trial is warranted. So malinaw mga kababayan ang punto dito na gustong ipaabot ng Justice Panel. Hindi po ito paglilitis, sabi po ng Justice Panel. Kundi ito po ay pag-alam sa katotohanan. Bahagi po ng proseso ang pagdinig at pagkuha ng ebidensya. Tama po mga kababayan? Puro na lang kasi kayo palusot. Sayang ng 16 na abogado ni Sara, dagdagan pa nitong siyam. Ilan na ba, mga kababayan? 25 na. Yung mga tagapagtanggol na mga abogado ni Sara, mas marami pa kaysa sa miyembro ng Senado. 24 lang yung Senado. Sila 25 na. This is yung legal team, official, mga kababayan, dagdagan pa ng siyam. Matindi. 25 strong legal team ni Sara Duterte. Ni isa sa articles of impeachment, walang sinagot. Puro nandun sa technicality, mga kababayan, petition to dismiss. TRO, petition to dismiss. Yun ang kasi nga po, napakalakas ng reklamo laban kay Sara Duterte. Yung pagbabanta at saka yung mga chichirya. Puro multo, mga kababayan yung beneficiaries. Ayan man lang po yung ating short video. Ako po si Dante Maravillas. Bye-bye po. God bless.